Hello, I'm Denise Flores.
And I'm Matthew Duncan, and she's kneeling on a box.
And welcome to BMHS's first ever Halloween show.
Really excited for this week's lineup. We've got so many good reports coming.
Our crew has sure worked hard to bring you the best and interesting spoofs to give you the sweet side of Halloween. Charles Lavie and his team who came up with the candy debate.
Thank you guys. Peter and I have already come to terms with Watermelon Sour Patch Kids being the all-time best candy, especially when it comes to Halloween candy.
You gotta be kidding me. Sour Patch Watermelon? That's hysterical. That's not even in any top 10. Sour Patch is so overrated. Jolly Ranchers are and always will dominate the candy game.
Jolly Ranchers? Are you kidding me? You lose half the candy when you open the wrapper, and then when you put it in your mouth, your teeth start corroding like right away. And then anything that the candy touches becomes sticky for like the next month. If you can't agree with Sour Patch, can we at least come to terms on Butterfingers?
Butterfingers? Are you joking? They make my mouth dry and taste like chalk. What about dem Skittles? You can't go wrong with dem Skittles.
What? Skittles are stupid. When you put them in the sun for 1 second and they lose their color and they get mushy and they taste like bugs, man. And also they could never top the best outcome of the Industrial Revolution, Swedish Fish.
Swedish Fish? The only good thing that came out of that country was PewDiePie. Okay, how about Smarties? I think those are pretty good.
Smarties? Are you serious? They only give those out if you're a Cheapy McCheapface. You're definitely handing out candy from last year's after Halloween sale.
Okay, whatever. Can we please just come to an agreement that candy corn is probably the absolute worst candy that has come out of Halloween?
I really don't like agreeing with you, but I have to say you're right. If you like candy corn, you need to get help. Now, I'm going to give you one last chance to say our absolute favorite candy at the same time, alright? In 3, 2, 1.
Reese's Collector's Edition. Elvis, live like the king. Peanut butter and banana cream buttercups.
Well, at least we were able to come to a conclusion. Let's see what our BMHS community thinks. We polled all the video production students about their favorite candy and different categories. For all hard candy, Jolly Ranchers came in first place, with lollipops following in second. For the best chewy candy, Swedish Fish takes first place and Sour Patch takes second.
For the best fruity candy, Skittles takes first with Starburst following. And for chocolate candy, Reese's is first with Kit Kats following second. Thank you, Bishop. That's been us, your nightly news. Back to you, Denise and Matthew.
You know, I love candy. Every candy except for candy corn. The only candy that has candy in it just isn't very good. Don't you agree?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the people already said it. We can all agree that candy corn is absolutely the worst.
Yes, but my favorite, Swedish Fish and Crunch. Those are God tier candies.
No. I honestly, what they said, Sour Patch Watermelon, hands down, absolute best. It is absolutely perfect.
Now we have our Halloween movies.
Hello Knights, welcome to the official ranking of Halloween movies. Our movies of choice are Halloween from 1978, Scream, the original, and Get Out by Jordan Peele. They are the pinnacle of horror and tension. However, later on we'll reveal what you have chosen as the greatest horror movies of all time.
While there are a lot of great horror movies out there, there's also Leprechaun Back to the Hood. Now we'll be looking at some of the worst horror movies of all time. Firstly, we have Jason X.
Whoops. What do you mean, whoops? Nothing. Not nothing. You don't just say oops. What oops? I think he saw me.
Someone one day decided that it would be a really good idea if they put Jason Voorhees in space and made it like Star Wars. They were wrong. Now Slenderman. Nothing happens in this movie at all. Dark screens, trees, and more trees the whole movie. Jaws the Revenge. This movie follows a shark who is chasing down a family who killed his shark friend through the ocean, with a mom who has a telepathic psychic connection with the shark and can see all of its memories. Troll 2.
They're eating her. And then they're going to eat me.
One of the most infamously bad movies of all time.
Oh my God!
A family moves to a town full of goblins, not trolls, goblins, even though it's called Troll 2, but it's goblins. And there's a ghost grandpa, and they fight goblins, and they get eaten at the end. And that's the worst horror movies of all time.
To get an idea of what the students' favorite horror movies are, we created a poll asking what people's favorite and least favorite horror movies are. Almost every single answer was unique, and there were some answers that I would like to highlight. It was no surprise that both Halloween and the 2018 reboot were some of people's favorites. Other horror movies that were people's favorites were Alien, It from 2018, and Annabelle. Some people also enjoyed animated Halloween movies like Nightmare Before Christmas and Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. A surprising answer to me was Sharknado, which I didn't even think was a horror movie. Lots of cheesy and lazy sequels found their way onto people's least favorite horror movies. Some of them include It 2, Predator 2, Troll 2, and Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving 2 has been destroyed.
I like to close this segment with some recent horror movies that are already out or that are coming out. Saw X is the latest entry into the Saw franchise, which follows the main antagonist, John Kramer, as he seeks revenge on a group of con artists. The Exorcist Believer is a sequel and soft reboot, hoping to revive the Exorcist franchise after a string of mediocre sequels and one good reboot. Lastly, Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie, which is a highly anticipated film adaptation of the video game series. That's all for now.
I personally have my own favorite ranking of Halloween movies. What about you?
I don't. I literally could not care less. And the reason is because The Nightmare Before Christmas is not a Halloween movie. It takes place in Christmas. I've had enough of people saying, oh, The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie. It's
Okay,
not.
well, now up next for our Halloween special, Around the World, led by our America students here at Bishop.
Very cool. And now I'm kneeling on the box.
Hello Bishop and welcome to our special Halloween package. Today we're taking a worldwide tour to explore how different countries celebrate Halloween. We'll start from Asia, then we'll move to Europe, and we'll finish in Mexico and Brazil. Let's begin. In Asia, Halloween traditions are a mix of the old one and the new one. In China, Halloween isn't a traditional celebration, but some aspects of it are become popular, especially among young people. You can now spot people in costumes on the street during Halloween in China. In Japan, Halloween has gained popularity, especially among the youth in Tokyo. While trick-or-treating isn't common, costume parties and events, especially in vibrant places like Shibuya, are a huge hit. In the Philippines, our traditional practice of Panggangulula, where children would think and ask for prayers for those in purgatory, has given way to Western-style celebration. South Korea doesn't have a traditional of celebration Halloween. Because of it, people decide to celebrate this holiday in American style. Nowadays, all South Koreans enjoy this beautiful annual holiday. And in India, while Halloween isn't widely celebrated, major cities see a rising trend in costumes, parties, and events, thanks to globalization and culture exchange. Now let's hop over to Europe, where Halloween traditions have evolved in unique ways. In England, traditional Halloween involved children making pancakes, from large beetroots and going pancake night singing. Today, American-style Halloween celebrations have taken center stage. In Scotland, children go goosing, dressing up in costumes and performing a song, poem, or trick in exchange for treats. Finally, let's turn our attention to Mexico and Brazil. In Mexico, Halloween coincides with the famous Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. Families build colorful altars with marigolds and sugar skulls to honor loved ones who have passed away. It's a time for remembrance with lovely parades and delicious traditional foods. In Brazil, Halloween isn't as popular as Carnival, but you can find some festival celebration in major cities. Costume parties and events are on the rise, giving people another reason to show their creative sides. In our quick tour, we have seen how Halloween is celebrated worldwide. From Asia to Europe to Mexico and Brazil, we can see the tradition vary, but the universal spirit of fun, creativity, and celebration shines through. Happy Halloween to all our viewers.
I find it very interesting how they just decided to talk about their culture, and honestly, I kind of learned a bunch more than any other time. All right, Ghost, how was your experience with that adventure?
Well, personally, as someone who's already died, dying again it did not get better the second time.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I lost.
so sorry. Anyways, now we should give a thanks to the amazing possible students in honors broadcast journalism and all their hard work put into this. Special thanks to Mr. Haynes for producing this show for everyone to enjoy.
Thank you, Bishop Montgomery, for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.